Hello, everybody, and welcome to Broken Brand. Today, we've got some news about Sky High sequel. Well, kind of, sort of, maybe. Basically, this article on CBR brings up some old interviews, but some gives some new light to there may possibly be to become the possibility of a Sky High sequel. Now, Sky High was back in '05, I think, and it was basically a superhero comedy, kind of like a playoff of the original X-Men cartoon. It was like all the kids were in school learning how to be superheroes. You see some things you could relate it to My Hero Academia, things like that. But it was really kind of a funny, just kind of geared towards kids to be, hey, it's superheroes, it's funny, kind of serious, something like Shark Shark Boy and Lava Girl, that kind of vein of just funny, silly Disney comedy movies back in the day for kids. And even as an adult, this is one of those movies that if it comes on, yeah, if I see it pop up, I'll watch it because it's funny. And I mean, this was in '05, back before Disney bought Marvel. So the director, Mike Mitchell, already had a plan for a sequel, kind of, I think, a few years after this happened, basically called Save You, uh, Sky High University, and where it takes several of the kids in the first movie, shows them in college learning more superhero things and like that, and training and all that, which could be fun again. But now that Disney owns Marvel, we could get some crossover from Marvel characters, some X-Men characters into it, which would be fun. Now, I'm excited about that possibility because if they keep Mike Mitchell in it and they have to bring back Kurt Russell, they have to, because I don't care how they do it, why they do it. Kurt Russell has to be in this movie. And this could be fun. But based on what they've done to Marvel, I have reservations of ever seeing the sequel ever come to light. And if it does, it may be a complete disaster. However, things are starting to shift at Disney, and we've seen a lot of things get shuttered, a lot of things get pushed back. I think they announced that what Star Wars Acolyte is like 6 years away, a series that was supposed to come out, I believe, at the end of 2024, early 2025, has now been pushed back 6 years. 6 years. No one's going to care about it in 6 years. They're not. We're going to forget about it, and when it comes, we're going to be like, this wasn't worth the wait. It's not. It's being shelved is what it really comes down to, but they're not saying that. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Disney's pulling back and they're just recycling old IPs. I'm trying to think if they have an original movie coming out this year that isn't a sequel and that isn't Marvel. And I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I don't think there is one. And we're seeing the Marvel stuff get spaced further apart. Could we see a Sky High movie be placed in this schedule of all this stuff being pushed back and spread out? Maybe. I hope so. I hope it's Mike Mitchell directing, and I hope it's Mike Mitchell's story, and I'll be as full, complete creative control. Because if that's the case, Save You would be a hilarious sequel that I think we're all willing to sit down and watch. Because whether you were a kid at the time or a parent at the time when it came out, or just anybody that watched it, you knew this was kind of a funny, cute movie. And a sequel that keeps that same tone, that same familiarity with the story and with some of the characters returning, even though that's been about 20 years now, I think it still could be good, but it's got to be done soon. So I really do hope we get a Sky High sequel. That would be fun. That's just something I didn't even think about. Wasn't even on my radar. Like mentioning Sky High, I'd be like, oh yeah, I love that movie. It's funny. Uh, the thought of even a sequel or anything in that same universe ever coming to light never would have crossed my mind. But apparently, Mike Mitchell has talked about it several times in the past. But I mean, he's got a full schedule right now. I mean, he did Lego Movie 2. I can't remember. I think he's on Kung Fu Panda 4, which comes out soon, this weekend, I believe. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda 4 comes out this weekend, so it's not like he's waiting around for this project to get greenlit. He's just kind of hoping if it does, he's going to do it. And I kind of hope Disney takes another look at this and goes, "Hey, this was a good property back in the day. It did okay. It wasn't a blockbuster, but it is something different, something that's not being recycled over and over and over again as fast as possible to make as much money. Let's treat this movie right and give it the sequel the fans would love." That's what I'm hoping for. I'm not holding my breath though. But if it does, I'm 100% all in. If you bring back Kurt Russell, I don't care if he comes out in a wheelchair with with a with an oxygen tank. I want Kurt Russell in this movie. Kurt Russell deserves to be in this movie. I'm sorry. He's hilarious, and even he's serious, he's hilarious, he's an amazing actor. And if you haven't seen some of his comedy stuff, go back and seriously, Kurt Russell, Captain Ron, one of the funniest movies he's ever done. It is amazing and so fun. That is the epitome of Kurt Russell at his best in comedy, in my opinion. But I'm looking forward to something like this, and let's just see what we get. I mean, heck, even if Deadpool made a showing, that would be hilarious too. I don't know. It would just be fun. I mean, come on. Can we get that, please? Please? It just, yeah. Sky High sequel. I'm I'm hopeful that it gets done, and I hopeful that it's Mike Mitchell in complete control of the project, and not anyone else at Disney, and it will have an amazingly well done movie that we all can enjoy once again. Until next time, my friends, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.